Well, back again for the second year, the Motors TV crew with the BMW Compacts. Last year's race was an exciting one. It looked like they wouldn't even be able to take to the start line after problems in practice, but they raced on through and actually won their class in the end. Pretty reasonable finish after all.
I just don't know where to begin. Okay, well, I like the way you look at me with those.
And this year, Motors TV back with two cars, both identical specifications, 2.8-litre straight sixes, and both with Peter van der Kolk as the lead driver. He's obviously hedging his bets a little bit. The lead car, number 24, will be driven by Peter van der Kolk, Nick de Bruyne, Noel Kohler and Hans Ambaum. A familiar car from the DSC, and another familiar face is Cor Oyser, back again for the second year in the Majors Motorsport Run BMW 3.2-litre straight six, racing under the Marcos International Racing banner.
This is a strong car, and I've done 24 hours of shoulder with this car in the past, so I have good hope that we can do well.
Sadly, Cor's optimism is a little bit displaced. Driveshaft problems putting pay to any decent chance for a decent finish last year. They had so many problems they had to resort to putting an old part back in the car. Team owner Frank Myers has hopes for this year. We'll completely rebuild the car, he says, new suspension, new drive shafts, and hopefully that will alleviate the problems that we had last year. The car itself, it runs on wider tyres, special new aerodynamic package, and all in all, it's spending up to 2 seconds a lap quicker actually than it was running at this time last year. 5 seconds a lap faster, however, is the pole position car, number 5, prepared by Jürgen Alschen and driven by his brother Uwe Alschen. He tells us it's their first visit with the Russian and Lithuanian friends that make us our Oktanas Motorsport. He tells us it's a new car built from scratch. They sold the original one. They had a recent shakedown at the Nürburgring. It went very well. He's optimistic for the race, he says. His brother put together this package for the team to race here in Dubai, invited him to come along and race, and he says, well, it's a lovely place, a great opportunity to have a holiday. I couldn't say no. He tells us that he's very pleased to be in pole position. They had no problems throughout the qualifying and the car is working well. He's got a good setup. The team, the tyres, the engine, all working very well together. He's really optimistic for a good race here. Not quite so fortunate in qualifying, the Austria Renault team in the 30. They had a few issues. Team manager Sepp Renault tells us it's our first time in Dubai and we're very surprised by the speed of our competitors. It's very impressive. They've improved a lot from last year. He tells us he had a few problems yesterday. He had to change an engine after qualifying. They worked all night on it. The engine is back in the car. The car was running well in the warm-up this morning and it's a big green light for the race. However, he tells us they lost night practice because of the problems and he now has the situation that he has two drivers that have never run in the dark. He's going to give every help he can, but it's going to be fingers crossed and hoping they have a good result and run the full 24 hours. Crisscrossing Europe now to the other corner, Portuguese team Sandia Castro, the number 21. More debutants in Dubai. These guys are stepping up from 24-hour racing in a Ford Fiesta to a Porsche 911.
Well, it's not actually my first 24 hours. It's my 24 hours at Porsche. We have done this before in Portugal with Ford Fiestas, then in Barcelona last year with Honda Civic Type R, but definitely with Porsche is the first year, which has been great so far. It's a totally different car. It's a much more stable car than the others, much more faster, and it's great. And the track is fantastic. It's the first time we are driving here in Dubai, and it's a very, very technical. It's not very fast, but very technical. And corners have to brake a lot, and so the car is very demanding from the brakes. You need time, laps and laps and laps to learn how to improve second by second, but we are doing fine so far.